Okay, so question 1 of the Christmas exam was on the chapter Algebra 2, which was factorizing. You probably noticed that basically it's the same layout of the original exam, the exam you had for your midterm. I've just changed some of the numbers and letters around. Okay, so let's have a look. So question 1a is 3y plus 6. So there's no squared, there's no duplicative terms. So really the only option I have here is to take out what's common. And 3 is common to both of these. So I take out the 3 that's common, open up a bracket, because remember factorizing means to rewrite something with brackets, and this becomes y plus 2. All right, and if you think about that, if you multiply the 3 by the y, that'll give you back 3y. And if you multiply the 3 by the 2, that gives you 6. Okay, the next one we have here, question B, 4a plus 4b plus ka plus kb. All right, and we have to take out what's common again, but it's two separate values. So let's have a look at this one here. We'll start looking at this guy here, and 4 is common to both of them. So 4 bracket a plus b, and over on this side, k is common to both of these guys here. So you get plus k bracket a plus b. Now, some of us finished here, but this question is not actually finished here because there's one extra step. So you take the 4 that's outside the bracket here and the k that's outside the bracket here, and you give them its own bracket. So it's 4 plus k bracket a plus b, and that's your final answer. Okay. Over on this part here, question C, we have x squared plus xy plus 6p plus 6y. So we need to take out what's common to both of these. So if we have a look at the first one, it's x squared plus xy. So x is common to both of those. So I'll say x bracket x plus y. And oh yes, this was a typo in the exam. That was meant to be an x. All right, so I'll just write over that. That's meant to be an x. All right. So, and then for this one, 6 is common. So 6 bracket x plus y. So just like in part B, the x and the 6 get their own brackets, and the x and the y get their own brackets. Okay. So the next question, D and E and F, these guys are difference of two squares. Now remember, how do I identify that these are difference of two squares? Well, I keep an eye on these numbers here. All right. And it's a little trick. You kind of see those numbers. There's x squared or b squared or a variable squared. And these guys you have to try and identify as a square number. In other words, a number that's multiplied by itself. And 121 is 11 multiplied by itself. 169 is 13 multiplied by itself. And 81 is 9 multiplied by itself. So let's have a look. So when you identify a difference of two squares, the best way to approach this, in my opinion, is to just open up a double bracket like this. So we'll start with this b squared. We'll put b here, a plus here, a minus here, and 11 by 11. All right. So this, one of them has to be positive and one of them has to be negative because you have a negative value there. Okay, so the next one then, again, open up your two brackets. X multiplied by x is x squared. Or plus and a minus, 13 and 13. And there it is. Okay. For part F, this one's a little bit different because we also have a square number here, which means the square root of 16x squared is actually just 4x. So we change, or we do the same thing with our brackets, but we put 4x in here and 4x in here, because 4x multiplied by 4x is 16x squared, plus and a minus, 9 and a 9. And there it is. Okay. So the next question, the next three questions, G, H, and I, these guys are trinomials. All right. And how do I identify a trinomial? So I'll just use the highlight feature here. There is a x squared, and there's an x, and then there's a regular number. Okay. So that's how I identify a trinomial. And we're going to use the factorizing method that I've shown you with the big X. So the x, because that's basically you have x multiplied by x will give you x squared. Do the cross line like this. And we have to think of factors of 18 that when we add together give me 11. All right. So that's going to be 9 and 2. 9, and 2, because 9 plus 2 is equal to 11, and 9 multiplied by 2 gives me 18. So then these guys get their own brackets, x plus 9, bracket x plus 2. So the brackets just kind of go like that there, and I'm just rewriting it out down there. Okay, so part H. So this time it's a is our variable, so a and a, which will give me a squared, big X like this. I need factors of 100 that add to give me 20. That's going to be 10 and 10. So give those their own brackets, and you get a plus 10 multiplied by a plus 10. And then the last one is a little bit different because we have a coefficient in front of the a squared. So that means when we factorize 2a squared, we get 2a multiplied by a. So we have to factor in that 2 when we're doing this. So big X like this. So I just need a second to think about this. I've minus 5. 5 is a prime number, so the only factors of 5 are 5 and 1. All right, so I think if I make this 5 and this 1, now hang on, this is negative, all right? So I'm going to make this guy positive and this guy negative. And the reason for that is plus 5 multiplied by minus 1 will give me minus 5. Plus 5 multiplied by a is going to give me 5a. Take away 2a will give me 3a. So that's why that one works there. All right, so give them their own brackets, and I get 2a plus 5 bracket a minus 1. And that was question 1.